My name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is...
What's going on? What's going on, Patriots? You just locked in the Hood Politics where we always keep it 100. I'm your host, Jay. Y'all already know on this channel, we cut straight through the BS and get straight to the policies and issues that hit us close to home. We talk about everything from elections to national debates all the way up to political podcasts. We throw pop culture and comedy in every once in a while because y'all know my motto, all politics all the time and get your brain right. That's why I do it, so you don't have to. We start each and every one of them off sending out our thoughts and prayers. And I'm going to keep, since I'm still talking about this Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony situation, I'm going to keep both of their families in our prayers, man. Both families need our prayers. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to lift up both of these families because they both going through a lot in different ways. You know what I mean? But, yo, man. I'm going to talk about this one last time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to lay it out plain and simple like I always do. You know what I'm saying? Listen up, man. There's a lot of noise, a lot of people trying to turn this into something that it isn't. You know what I'm saying? And frankly, it's getting freaking exhausting. You feel me? You know, you look at the facts, not the Twitter threads, not the activists looking for a paycheck, but the actual evidence that came out in that courtroom. You had a situation at a track meet, things got heated, but at the end of the day, a kid died. And see, people not taking that into consideration, man. Excuse me. You know, people not taking that in consideration, which is getting on my nerve. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here screaming about justice or bias, trying to make some kind of racial lightning, make it some kind of racial lightning rod or something. You know what I mean? But when you strip away all the emotional rhetoric, what do you see? You see a jury of his peers. They looked at the evidence. They saw the video. They heard the witnesses, including the ones who weren't just guessing, but who actually saw what happened, and they came to a conclusion, man. They came to a conclusion. The defense wanted to push this self-defense narrative. That's the go-to move, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what he's supposed to do. You claim that you're scared. You claim that you're acting out of fear, and you hope that the jury buy it. But in this case, the jury didn't. You feel me? They saw right through it. They saw the touch me and find out threats. They saw the hands in the backpack while all this was going down. They saw the premeditation in this whole thing, the way it went down. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a split-second reaction to a mob. It was an escalation that ended in a tragedy that didn't need to happen, yo. You know? But what really gets me, and this is what we need to address, is why are so many people refusing to move on? Full disclaimer, the guy that I'm about to react to and the guy that he is about to react to are idiots.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If you looked inside of a dictionary for the words standing on business, you might see a picture of the guy that I'm about to show. Family, it's not the easiest thing to keep it real. You know, a lot of people say keep it real, but they don't really mean it. They're just talking, you know. In fact, most of the people in the world are fake as they come. There are way more fake people in the world than real people in the world. Most people in this world, as Kwame would say, are go along to get along. Yeah, go
He
along to
literally
get along,
talking about
gang.
himself right now.
But not
Literally
Jose
talking about himself.
Velasquez. Man, check this dude out.
The Carmelo Anthony trial. Well, basically the altercation between him and Austin Metcalf. And the thing is this. All right. For all you people that are getting on my video I made a few days ago, and you're basically saying Carmelo's guilty. And let's just say, for the most part, most of you motherfuckers are just some sick fucks. And you guys are either racist or just dumb as fuck. But I'm not going to say 100%. I'm going to say this. If you think this is what happened, that Austin went up to Carmelo by himself and just was like, hey, man, you got to get up out of here.
You see how disingenuous these idiots are? Bro, it was 21 witnesses. We know Austin pushed dude. We know nobody said he went up there and, hey man, you got to get up out of here. Nobody said he was a liberal. You know what I'm saying? Dude played football. He was based. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't do your liberal-ish.
And just did that. And then Carmelo stabbed him. Yeah, it makes sense why you would think Carmelo should go down. If that's the only context you believe that happened, then yeah, it makes sense to you that, and I would agree with you, damn, that's all that happened, he shouldn't have stabbed him. But that ain't what happened. And the fact that you're omitting everything else makes you a sick piece of shit. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you like this. All right, say this happened. Say me and any three motherfuckers that you know.
I'm saying, before you tell me why, though, this better not be no dumb shit. This better be some real educational shit that come out your mouth before you tell me why. That's all I'm saying. Don't let it be nothing stupid. Don't let it be nothing dumb.
Yourself included, went to a bank. We all know each other. We're going to a bank.
Okay.
And you have no clue what I'm doing. You just assume that what I'm about to do is just withdraw some money. And I decide, without letting you know, that I'm about to go up in that bank. And then right when we all walk in, I pull out a gun and I say, all right, everyone put your fucking hands up. I'm robbing this bitch. What are you doing? Think about that for a second.
I'm going to leave the bank, pull out my cell phone, dial 911, and say, man, this stupid-ass dude I know is in there robbing the bank.
What are you going to do? Right? Think about
what
that.
What do this got to do with the Carmelo
Are you going to do
situation?
this? One or two things. Are you going to stand there and be like,
why would I do that? I'm not a part of this.
yeah, he's robbing this bitch. Or you're going to be like, what the hell, dude? Like, calm down. What are you doing? Think about how you would respond to that. All right? Now, let's say you go with the first route, where you sit there and you go, try to puff up your chest and like you tough as fuck, right? The cops come barreling in there. Are they going to think you are part of the robbery? Or are they going to think that you had nothing to do with it? Now, keep that in your mind for a second, because I'm about to break it down to you. All right. Because then I made it, in that first video I made.
No, I said it had to make sense. I said, don't say no stupid shit. And what do? You come and say, what do this got to do with anything that's going on? Let me let him continue, because I think he finna break it down for us. Like he said, he finna break it down for us, y'all. So let's let him break it down.
I said that, and I'm saying this right now, the more I think about it, they should arrest Hunter Metcalf. All right? Because we know.
Boom. They should arrest Hunter Metcalf. But that's too much like right. They're not going to do that. Hunter Metcalf. Why would he say that? I mean, Hunter is the grieving brother, the grieving twin brother. I mean, imagine you with this guy all the time. Y'all dress alike. Y'all came into the world seconds apart, maybe minutes apart. And he dies like a few steps away from you.
Why do you keep lying to your audience, bro? It's well documented all over the place that when the ambulance and paramedics came, they had to literally pull Hunter off of his brother. So why do you keep saying that? Why do everybody keep saying he didn't die in his arms? You know, he died. Shut.
And you provoked the altercation. That's right, I said it. There are a number of people who said that Hunter, Austin's twin brother, is the one who facilitated that altercation.
So wait, let me get this straight. The $75,000 lawyer that they paid for, because see, they didn't go with the $500,000 lawyer. You know, they went with the $75,000 lawyer. You know what I mean? So the 75G lawyer couldn't find now one of these people to put on the stand. Is that what you telling me, Mr. Willie D? Mr. Failed Congress runner or whatever you, councilman? Mr. Failed councilman candidate? That's what you trying to tell me? That they lawyer couldn't find. Y'all, you and this dumbass, y'all know all of these people who saw all of this. But the lawyers and the prosecutors, well, the prosecutors probably don't want to know these people, even though they fake and imaginary. But the $75,000 lawyer, yo, he couldn't come up with not one of these people to say to account for this story you telling right here, bro.
He is the one that threw the first punch, not shove, not push, punch. And it wasn't just a regular punch. They said he threw a haymaker. Yeah.
Uh-oh, America. Oh, he threw a haymaker. Wow, that is astonishing. I can't believe it. You know what? They should definitely get Hunter. They should definitely get Hunter because he threw an imaginary haymaker that imaginary people seen that wasn't even there. Yep, you know what? You see what I'm saying? There's this constant need to keep this wound open, to keep this grievous industry churning. And I don't get it. I'm stumped over this. And we see this all the time now, man. Somebody get caught doing something, they get their day in court, they get their due process, and when the result don't fit the political narrative that some people want to push, they act like the system is broken. And that go on both sides, man. This is the left is just this is both. This is I'm being straight up and down. This go on both sides, man. But let me ask you this. What's the alternative? We have a legal system for a reason. It's not perfect, but it's what we got to keep society from devolving into complete chaos. You know what I'm saying? When you have a jury that deliberates, that looks at the facts, and that reach a verdict, that's the process working, people. If we start ignoring those verdicts just because they make us uncomfortable or because we're tied to an ideology that needs to see every case through some type of racial lens, then we ain't living in a country of laws anymore. We living in a country of feelings. You feel me? We living in a country of feelings, people. And frankly, the people pushing for this to be a movement are doing more harm than good. They're doing way more harm than they're doing good. They distracted from real issues by trying to turn a clear-cut case of murder into a cause celebrate. You know what I'm saying? That's French for a celebrated cause. I know I butchered the word a little bit, but for those who, didn't take Spanish, knew what I was saying. It's like they don't want to know the truth. It's like they want an excuse. They want a reason to stay angry, to keep the division alive and ignore reality. This shit, man. This shit is crazy, yo. And it's pissing me off a little bit, man. Because these people is reaching, they reaching so far, man. Like, these pro-blacks, man, like Willie D and all the rest of these people, like, they reaching so far, man. These fools' arms should be like 15 feet long right now, man. Seriously. It's crazy how far they reaching, man, to try to cope with the reality, with something that's not real reality. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be better than that, man. We have to be better than that. We have to be able to look at facts and say, okay, this was wrong, regardless the race of the people involved, regardless the politics of the people, the politics that people subscribe to. A life was taken, and the jury decided there was guilt. And that's it, man. And until we can stop letting our political allegiances override our common sense, we're never going to get past this constant draining cycle of outrage. It's time to move on, people. Accept the verdict. You know what I'm saying? And maybe start focusing on some real solutions instead of just shouting into the void, man. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe to my channel, man. Hit that notification bell. Follow me on TikTok, Hood Politics 5.1. I'm a big troll over there. You'll love me. All my TikTok family, I need y'all to come over here and start rocking with me over here on YouTube, man. It's time for us to take over YouTube. This your boy Jay from Hood Politics checking in, and I'm checking out, man. Y'all know how we do it, baby.
I denounce you in the name of Jesus. Every devil gotta flee. You don't have no reason. I'm bold as a lion. I don't fear no evil. Blood of Jesus on me. I'm covered. I'm